Okay guys, we talked about electron configuration and how to do it, but we didn't name the specific rules. If you've done your electron simulation already on the computer, then you should have taken notes on a couple of these, but I just want to make sure you got it. So we have Aufbau's principle, and that says that each electron occupies the lowest energy level available. So all that really means is that you have to fill out the energy levels in the order that I taught you. 1s before 2s, etc. Now remember the weird ones. So we have to fill the 4s before you fill the 3d. And then you have the 4p. And after the 6s, you have the 4f, and then the 5d, and then the 6p. So as long as you can memorize the order in which we do that, you should be okay. So here's just an example of how it goes. You have this already in your packet. You wrote it down in your notes. And here's an example of something that would be not obeying Aufbau's principle. So notice here, for nitrogen, you have 8 electrons. But they skipped the 2s and just went straight to the 2p and filled the 2p. And that would not happen, and that is breaking Aufbau's principle. Pauli exclusion principle, and that's when an electron can spin one of two directions. Only 2 electrons can occupy a single orbital, but they have to have different spins. So an example of breaking Pauli exclusion principle would be something like this. Look at the 2s here. You are having 2 electrons spinning in the same direction, in the same orbital, and that would be not how it would work, and they would go in opposite directions. So Hunds rule is a single electron with the same spin must be put in each orbital before electrons with the opposite spin can join them. So here would be an example of breaking Hunds rule. Okay, so when we get to the 2p, if we have 3 electrons, we have to put 1, 2, 3, 1 in each box first before we start pairing them up. Remember I was talking about how if you have a family with 3 children and you move into a 4-bedroom house, your parents are going to get 1 bedroom. And then the 3 kids are each going to take a bedroom. They're not going to share unless they have to.